The last time I did this, I called those out in the media, especially one who used our platform to simply bully and belittle any and every person she came across. Today, that person no longer has a program on TV. Yet and still, what I'm going to talk and rant about still happens. And in some cases, it's in the absolute worst result you can get. So, welcome to High Noon. Welcome to Buffet's Byte Reloaded. And round 2 of If There's One Thing I Can't Stand. Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Ernest Buffet, the last outlaw. Welcome to Buffet's Byte Reloaded. Your home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. Today, it's my rant day. I was on with a fellow member of the true crime community, and I'm going to shout her out right now. How you doing, Avery Shannon? I hope you're getting better. During that live stream, she came up on a story through the BBC about a 16-year-old transgender girl who was murdered by a pair of 15-year-olds. And the story came all the way out of the United Kingdom. I want to share CNN's version of it. So if you guys will bear with me, I'm going to get that set up for you. And as I read this, you're going to probably wonder, how does this tie in with your rant? You'll see in a moment. Her name is Brianna Gay. This is her during better times. 2 school-aged children have been charged with murder following the death of a 16-year-old transgender girl in an English village. A boy and a girl, both age 15, have been charged with the murder of Brianna Gay, who was found dead in a park in Warrington in the country's northwest on Saturday afternoon. The two teenagers cannot be named for legal reasons, of course. Members of the public contacted the emergency services at 3:13 p.m. that day after Gay's body was found on a path in Linear Park, the village of Kolchev, according to police. She was found with fatal stab wounds. Police initially said there was no evidence to suggest that the circumstances surrounding Gay's death was hate-related. Really? That's before later adding that all lines of inquiry were being explored, including whether this was a hate crime. I'll give my take on that in just a minute. After news of Gay's death broke, her family issued a heartfelt statement through Cheshire Constabulary, the police force investigating the crime. This is the scene, right? This is a still shot of the scene right here after they found Brianna's body. They said Brianna was a much-loved daughter, granddaughter, and baby sister. She was a larger-than-life character who would leave a lasting impression on all that met her. Brianna was beautiful, witty, and hilarious. Brianna was strong, fearless, and one of a kind. The loss of her young life has left a massive hole in our family, and we know that the teachers and her friends who were involved in her life will feel the same. We would like to thank everyone for their kind words and support during this extremely difficult time. We would like to thank the police for their support and witnesses for helping with the investigation. The continuation of respect for privacy is greatly appreciated. Almost £90,000, which comes out to $109,000 American money, has been raised so far for Gay's family by an online crowdfunding campaign. Those behind it say the funds raised will help pay for a funeral, which they hope to make pink and colorful to match her personality. These are more pictures of the young lady. Arcolan saying that the charges come a day after candlelit vigils were held for Gay in the cities of Liverpool and Bristol, Pennsylvania, with more due to be held across the country in the coming days, including many planned for Wednesday, today. Some of the events have been organized by trans rights and LGBT campaigners, including ones planned for London, Manchester, and the coastal city of Brighton on Wednesday. So that's great, Outlaw. But you said you're gonna bring us up to date as to what that has to do with your rant, and I am. You see, as far as what I know, and I only know from what Avery Shannon presented in her live stream, what she read from the things she read from the BBC's account, and from what I just read from CNN's account. As far as I'm concerned, Brianna Gay was bullied to the point she was murdered. Now, let me go ahead and fill that blank one more time. If there is one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. I can't stand them. I never could stand them. I've been bullied myself. And it makes me utterly sick. The way they just do what they do to weaker victims and get away with it. Well, not so much now. I want to share some facts with you. And this is just the online stuff. The physical stuff, the ones that's done in your face, you may already know about. If you ever want to know a lot more about cyberbullying, here you go. Cyberbullying is the use of electronic communication to intentionally harm, intimidate, or harass others. It can occur through various online platforms such as social media, instant messaging, text message, forums, and online gaming. The anonymity of online communication can make cyberbullying more pervasive and difficult to track, as it can be difficult to identify the perpetrator. Cyberbullying can have serious emotional, psychological, physical consequences for the victim, including depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and in some cases, even suicide. That's not just for cyberbullying, ladies and gentlemen. That's for bullying, period. Cyberbullying can also have legal consequences for the perpetrator, as some types of cyberbullying, such as sending threatening or sexually explicit messages, can be considered criminal acts. Children and teenagers are particularly vulnerable to cyberbullying, as they may be more likely to engage in risky online behavior, such as sharing personal information or engaging with strangers online. Cyberbullying can occur both in and out of school. Same can be said with what I call in your face bullying. And schools may be held responsible for addressing cyberbullying that occurs on school grounds or during school activities. The only way they'll address that is if they get caught online. Other than that, like we used to say in New York, forget about it. Parents and caregivers play an important role in preventing and addressing cyberbullying by monitoring their children's online activity and teaching them how to use online platforms safely and respectfully. Parents and caregivers also play an important part in preventing bullying, period, by paying attention to everything. What their child does, what their child does, what others do not, what others are saying that the child's doing. Don't be so quick to defend that child if you already know what they're good for doing. Online communities can also play a role in preventing cyberbullying by establishing and enforcing clear policies against cyberbullying and by creating a culture of respect and inclusivity. Let me explain myself on my own platform. Bethesda's Byte Reloaded is not the place for cyberbullying. I won't stand for it, and I won't allow anybody else to come on my platform and exercise their right to bully, because you don't have that right at Bethesda's Byte Reloaded. If you're not about making sure the victims get justice or bringing the missing home, Cut and dry, plain and simple. I don't want your brand of help. I don't need your brand of help. Cyberbullying is a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach, including education, awareness raising, and the development of policies and tools that can prevent and address cyberbullying. Guys, I know I've said this more times than I can count, but I'll tell you again, I cannot stand bullying. It doesn't work for me. This is not something this is not something I would condone in any situation. And now, look what we got over in the UK. A 16-year-old girl. And yes, I'm addressing her as such. A 16-year-old girl dead. For what? Because somebody didn't like the way she appears? Because she's different? If I had a nickel for every person walking God's green earth that bullies somebody just because they're different, I probably have a bank account as big as Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, or even Mark Zuckerberg. And still be able to use the money for all the right reasons. Well, since I'm already spitting facts, might as well spit some more. The last time I did this, I was so emotionally invested. I wasn't able to give any kind of facts, but now I can. Physical bullying can lead to extreme forms of violence, including murder. However, the exact number of times physical bullying has led to murder is difficult to determine, as it may not always be reported or categorized as such. Now, I want you all to pay attention to some very disturbing stats here. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, between 2007 and 2016, there were an estimated 5,300 deaths in the United States related to youth violence. 5,300 in the United States alone. According to a report by the World Health Organization on youth violence, an estimated 200,000 homicides occur each year worldwide between people aged 10 to 29. 2007 to 2016, 5,300 in the United States, 200,000 worldwide. While not all these deaths were a result of physical bullying, some may have been. Additionally, physical bullying can have serious consequences that do not necessarily result in death, such as injuries, hospitalization, and long-term psychological effects. Oh, and this is the one that got me. This is for the United. This is in the United States. According to the Human Rights Campaign in 2020, at least 44 transgender or gender nonconforming people were fatally shot or killed by other violent means in the United States. The majority of these victims were Black and Latinx transgender women. This is a stark reminder that transgender individuals, particularly transgender women of color, continue to face disproportionately high levels of violence and discrimination in many parts of the world. And right about now, you're probably saying, "Man, we get it, man, but you're still not saying anything that's related to why are you coming on here doing this rant?" Hello. I could have sworn I mentioned it at the beginning. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a bully. Bullies cannot stand anything unlike them. Bullies cannot stand anything that's different from them. Bullies want them to be almost like them. They would rather make your life a living hell than to see you content. They would rather make your life a living hell than to see you happy with yourself, loving yourself. They don't want you to be yourself. You do that, that's where they want to get the chance to bully you into submission, into being what they want you to be. Not what you want to be, but what they want you to be. And if you don't, and if you stand up to that, not only will they make your life a living hell, they'll take it steps further. Ask Brianna. Because deep down in my heart of hearts, I believe Brianna was bullied to death. Those two 15-year-olds, you're lucky I can't call your name out. Because you're bullies. You're monsters. I tend to call out the bullies and the monsters. So right now, I know you're 15. One's a boy, one's a girl. It's all right, I can't get your name. But I can still call you for the monsters you are. I never thought I would see the day that I would want to see a child tried as an adult, but in this case, I want to see two 15-year-old kids. I want to see them tried as an adult. This is not a kitty car. This is not a kitty charge. Came to show some support before I take a break from all this. I appreciate it. I really do. I've also come to support somebody. Hold on. Let me see if can you come up? Can you come up? Wrong button. Let's see. I got my good friend Lexi, Red Bull Coffee and Crime, wanting to come up, and I want to explain to her exactly what I'm ranting about, and I was gonna add in something as far as bullying goes as well. There she is. Welcome,
What
Lexi.
is
How you
up?
doing?
I
It's
am
my rant
okay.
day. It's my rant
Huh?
day, girl, and I said it's my rant day, and today it's a real good case of if there's one thing I can't stand. Round two, bullying.
Mhm. The same as me. You saw my live this morning. I'm, I'm just
I
so over
was
it.
just about to, I was just about to bring that up. I was just about to bring that up.
I'm so over it.
Andrea, Andrea and Marvin McCray. Am I right?
Yes.
Andrea and Marvin McCray, for some reason or another. Now, I've heard this from It's True Crime. I've heard this from Avery Shannon, and I just caught Red Bull Coffee and Crimes live, or at least the back end of it this morning. I caught a little
Yeah.
bit of what she had to say, and this falls right in line with all the information I was talking about in regard to online bullying.
Do you realize what these people have done? While Dre, I've supported her from the beginning, and um, I stand by what I've always said. Like, you can't look at somebody's life from the outside. Like, you can't. What people do is they clip videos and they turn everything around, and they just like to bully and hate. And while her husband is fighting for his life and she's taking care of her kids by herself, doing all this stuff, she shouldn't have to deal with all the bullshit that is on the, I'm sorry about the cussing, on the social media. Like, Molly and all of those people turned her life upside down, and it was already turned upside down because of what happened to Vaughn. But they took it to an extremely disgusting level. And I feel so bad. When I saw her live this morning, I was so happy I had to get on live. Like, she's live again right now. Like, I'm glad that she's coming back. But these people owe her
Well,
apology.
I'm gonna need her links to let her know that she has my support as well, because I said, and I will continue to say it. I will continue to say it. I can't stand bullies. I've been bullied, and I know the feeling. It's never
Yeah.
good. It will never be good.
No. Hurt people like to hurt people. And while
Yes they do. It's like I
while
said right before you came on. It's like I said before you came on. Bullies like to make others' lives a living hell because they're not like them. Bullies
exactly.
want others to be almost like them. Them.
Yep.
If you're any different, meaning if you're happy with yourself, you're loving yourself, you may be, I don't care, black, Latino, Asian, gay, straight, bi, trans, whatever. Bullies don't
Mm-hmm.
like that. They will do everything in their power to make your life a living hell, even to the point of murder.
Oh, I'm gonna mute
Even
myself real quick, and I will be right back because they just walked in the door. Hold on.
oh, no problem, no problem. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am.
Or hold on. Reloaded. Are you gonna be live in like 10 minutes?
I'm gonna try and be on as long as I can.
All right, because my kids just got home. I'm gonna get their homework laid out and situated and sit them down so they can do that, and I will be back in like less than 10 minutes.
Okay, cool, cool.
All right.
Meanwhile, I rant on. I I watch, I pay attention, and it really does something to me when a bully gets away bullying. Bullies will literally get away with bullying a victim. Meanwhile, that victim is hiding him or herself away from those who bullied them. Their self esteem drops like a lead balloon. Whatever confidence they had is stripped away from them. And that tears away at me. Why so? Because, like I said, it's happened to me. I've been there. I've done that. I've been there. I've done that. It's it's always painful. Always painful. And the shameful thing is, it's no one does anything about it. Everybody's got all the answers, but are unwilling to do anything about it. It's like Now, I mean, this is the way I see it. It's like a mass shooting. Many people die, many people get hurt. You look for our politicians to enact a law or something to put on the books to do something that would keep this from happening over and over and over again. And the only thing they can offer is thoughts and prayers. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to offer something else to Dre and Vaughn, Andrea and Marvon. I'm here to offer something else. I'm here to offer my support. I'm here to offer my I'm here to offer my love, my support, and my defense of you and your husband, Dre. Because, as I've said many times over, I can't stand bullies. I can't. And for all of you bullies out there, I want you to take in consideration the young lady in the UK who is no longer with us, what she must have gone through before her life was taken. And why? Because she's transgender, because she's different, because she's not like you. Last time I checked my Bible, we're all made in God's image. Last thing, God never told us to be like the next person, or he wanted us to be like this one or this one or this one. He did say, however, he wanted us to be more like him. Now, yes, I know you're gonna want to. I know you're gonna say, "We're not perfect. No man is," and you're right. No man walking the face of this earth today is perfect. But that doesn't mean we can't strive to be. No man walking the face of the earth is better than the next man. We come in all shapes, all shades, all sizes, all genders. God made us all. And yeah, for the first time in a while, you get to see my face. And as you see my face, you get to see you get to see the anger that is in these eyes every time I hear a story about somebody being bullied. And again, why do I take it so personally? Because it's happened to me. It's happened to me throughout my childhood. I can't stand it then, and I can't stand it now. The only difference between then and now is we got a better way. They got a better way to do it. They can do this online. They're so they're so sophisticated now that they're so sophisticated now that they can hack into your system just to bully you, just to harass you, just to push you to that point to where you may even consider, and I pray to God you don't, but I'm speaking facts here. They will push you to that point to where you want to take your own life. Uh, some things I don't like repeating myself. But in this case, I have to. I cannot and refuse to accept or stand bullies. Period. So let me go ahead and give fair warning to bullies now. I have my own platform. My mission on this platform is to make sure there are those of us who have a voice and can exercise it. My mission is to make sure victims have a voice to see justice served. My mission is for families to have a voice to bring their loved ones home safe. But with any great mission comes a side hustle. And that's what today is about. This is my side hustle. My side hustle is to call out the bullies. My side hustle is to call out the monsters. My side hustle is calling you all out simply because you have been a detriment to too many for too long. And now a life is lost. It may not be here in the United States, but a life has been lost. A life has been unfairly taken simply because you didn't like the fact that she was different from you. You didn't like the fact that she you just didn't like the fact that she was different than you. And I'll tell you something right now. You're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it. Whether you spend a lengthy amount of time behind jail cell bars, or if in your where you're from, their jurisdiction allows for something called the death penalty. And I want you to get yours as bad as humanly possible. It's like I said biblically. We're all made from the image of God, but God made us in many shapes, shades, sizes, nationalities, gender. We're all different. The Christian singer Mandisa said it best, and this is my wife's favorite song. We all bleed the same. We're all beautiful when we come together. We all bleed the same. So tell me why we're divided. Every time I hear of someone being bullied to the point where that person takes their own life, or that person that person's life is taken, it breaks my heart in two. I'm here in the state of Oregon, here in the United States of America, and I want to take myself to England, and I want to find the family of Brianna, and I just want to wrap my arms around them. Um, I it it really hurts my heart. It hurts my heart to no end because I know the feeling, and I too, like I said, I know I told you that I was bullied before, and if you don't remember from the last time I did this kind of video, I even considered taking my own life. Why? I was bullied for being one of the smartest people in the classroom. I was bullied for being one of the shortest in the classroom. I was bullied simply for being me. I was adopted. I ended up being adopted by parents who loved me. I loved that. I relished in that. My bullies, they didn't like that for me. I wasn't cool enough for them. I wasn't hip enough for them. So they decided to make every day a living hell for me. How long did it go for? Let me age myself as I break this down. It started in the second grade. I didn't get into my first school fight until the third grade. And even though I survived that fight, the bullying continued. The fourth, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth grade. Seventh and eighth grade was junior high school. And the start of the ninth grade. From the second grade all the way to my beginning in high school. So where did I consider taking my own life? Junior high school. Middle school, some people call it. I was literally in between 7th and 8th grade. Literally in between 7th and 8th grade when I was bullied to a point of thinking of taking my own life. I I had a teacher talk to me. She was the one who talked me off of that ledge. She told me that I had a lot to live for. She told me that long story short, that I couldn't let the bullies win. She told me and maybe she said this for my own ego, but that there is no one that's going to fill my shoes. And to a degree, she's right. To a degree, she was right because had I listened to all those bullies and taken myself out of this so-called game called life, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be a deacon in my church. And I've taken myself out of life in junior high school. There wouldn't be a Buffet's Byte or Buffet's Byte Reloaded. If I had taken myself out of life in junior high school, I wouldn't have someone to call Mrs. Ernest Bethea, Lady Outlaw, the Queen of Hearts. Nope. So, bottom line, I am a blessed man. I am a blessed man. I'm a blessed man. And I want to say, too, Andrea McCrae, Marvon McCrae, you two are blessed. And you have my love and you have my support. I pray your husband recovers. I pray you keep doing everything you can for your family. Keep doing you and forget the bullies. They can't win. And to those in the true crime community, and you know who you are, if you think of bullying me, I got bad news for you. You're not. I'm not the one. You think I'm the one. I'm not. I will sound off in your back. I will put you in your place and let you know that Ernest Bethea, the last outlaw, is not one to be trifled with. I believe the saying goes, don't come for the king unless the king sends for you. Yeah, that's me. I'm the king. You want to come for somebody? You're going to come for any of my allies? Come for any of my supporters? Or come for any of the people I support? You come for any of them, it's like coming for me. Don't come for me unless I send for you. You make that mistake, I guarantee you, I will make sure that I act like my name is Seth freaking Rollins, and I will burn it down. Don't believe me? Come for me. Bully me. I'm not that little 6-year-old kid anymore. I'm a 47-year-old walking, talking, fire-breathing dragon. And I will burn you down to the studs. Take your bullying crap elsewhere. I don't have time for it. And you're standing in my way of my mission. Don't make me have to put my mission aside to hit my side hustle. I'd rather my mission and my side hustle work together. I like to call out the monsters when it leads to getting justice for the victims. I like to call out the monsters if it leads to bringing someone home who's been missing. But if you're going to get at me, then I want you to look right in my eyes. Ask yourself, what do I see in his eyes? Because I can tell you right now what you don't see. And that's fear. In fact, let me give you a little sign language and a little bit of Spanish for you. Sign language is simply this. In Spanish, cero miedo, zero fear. You're not getting that in The Last Outlaw. You're not getting that from Ernest Bethea. So, again, you want to play the bully? Fine. But I done told you. Don't come for me. Don't come for my accomplices. Don't come for my allies. Do so at your own risk, because I will burn you down to the studs. You heard it for the last time. That's where I stand against bullying. Now, yeah, I hope that's the last time. I hope that's round 2 and that's the end of it. If I have to come back and do this all over again, I tempered my anger with facts. Next time I may not be so nice. If you want to get at me regarding my facts, my feelings, or whatever, you know how to get in touch with me. If you don't, stick around at the end of the video. Until then, I've got another Byte coming on Sunday. What's on tap for this Sunday? That's going on right now. That's going on right now. I'll you know what? That's right. Sunday is my apology letter to you all. We'll deal with that then. Until then, Ernest Bethea, The Last Outlaw. And cero miedo. Until next time, you know what to do. Bite this. Hey guys, this is The Last Outlaw. I send you all a million thank yous for all the love and support of Bethea's Byte Reloaded. I know I've said this before, but it bears being repeated. Without you, this channel does not run. So again, 1,000,000 times over, I thank you. I'd like you to do something for me. If you enjoyed this video, or you want to give your feedback on anything that was discussed or shown, I'd like you to do the following. Give the video a like. It helps to get the information out to everyone who may have information leading to getting justice for the victims and or bringing the missing home safe. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and let's join in this fight together. Be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified of future videos, live and pre-recorded. The real game changer is when you click the share button. Send this and videos like it all over your social media. The more eyes and ears on this channel, the better the chances of getting justice for the families of the victims and bringing the missing home. Of course you're going to have your say as well, so be sure to drop a comment. I just ask you to keep it clean and civil. Remember, we are about getting justice, not arguing over who's right or wrong in a debate. Don't forget to follow Bethea's Byte Reloaded all over social media. On Facebook, at Bethea's Byte Reloaded TC. On Twitter, at EKB316. On YouTube, at Bethea's Byte Reloaded, with and without the punctuation marks. On Instagram, at EB The Last Outlaw. On TikTok, at King of Hearts 316 2021. Email me at kingofhearts316_09 at outlook.com. Hit me up on the message forum at www.betheasbyte.com. This is your home for news, opinions, debates, your voice, and justice served. This is Bethea's Byte, and it's reloaded.